Yeah. Hey, Travion, how are you?
Good.
How you feel like you're coming along here after two games?
Um, Definitely not how I would have liked. Um, it is what it is. You just gotta continue to get better every day, and just try to earn, minutes back, and just try to get healthy. Just try to get to where I was before I got sidelined.
It was always going to be a process, right? I mean, do you have to tell yourself every day, I have to be patient with this, or can you still take the mentality that you're stepping right back into what you were?
I mean, yeah, obviously, I guess it's I guess it's got to be you got to ease your way back into it and everything. But like I said, like last week or whenever it was, like I wouldn't, I don't want it that way, and I guess that's kind of immature way to put it, and just kind of wanting everything the way it was. But it's the way it is. There's nothing you can really do about it except for just show up every day, work, get better, and then go from there.
Right. From your perspective, is there anything you feel like you guys can do as a team to elevate your 3-point shooting percentage?
I mean, I think just continue to take good shots. You know, when we don't execute on the offensive end of the floor, we don't execute our plays, cut hard, or share the ball. Why we miss threes, why we miss open shots, or whatever it may be. But when we really run our plays, execute, cut hard, we get good open looks, and it's like that every single time. Um, it's not really rocket science, but it's hard to execute sometimes. And we've been working on it. We just everybody, our team, we really work hard, and after practice, before practice, always getting shots, and it's something that we don't,
Yeah.
we won't stop, trying to improve on. So it is what it is. I mean, it's not anything that we're doing to obviously miss shots. We're trying to make shots, and
Right.
we'll continue to get better.
Yeah. Hey, how come it was so hard to score in the first half against Michigan State last time you played them? And what was the what was the solution in the second half where you had a lot more success?
Kind of what I just said. I think they really made it tough for us to get catches where we wanted. Um, really just, we're getting into us, had a lot of energy, making reversals tough, helping on drives, uh, making it really tough on Travion and Zach in the post. Just everything. They did a great job defensively, and offensively, we were just, we weren't executing. We didn't take the fight to them on that end of the floor. And then in the second half, I think we were able to get catches where we wanted, and start our offense out on a good note, and then really just execute. Obviously, Travion played really well in that second half, where he was able to get us going and get a lot of easy looks and easy layups and everything, and it kind of opened everything else up for us. But it started with that, cutting hard, executing, getting the ball where we wanted, and it really helped us in the second half.
I'm good. Thank you, Sasha.
Thank you.
Mike Carmen.
Thank you, Chris. Why did that Michigan State propel you guys into a pretty decent stretch where you find yourself in the Big Ten standings in the upper half, and have played overall pretty well since that game?
Yeah, I think it's just winning on the road is tough in this league, and you going into Breslin and getting a tough win where we're able to come back like that, it really gives you momentum. And we were in a lot of games before that we weren't able to grind it out in the second half against good teams on the road. And that win showed us that we could do it. We could do it against good teams on the road. And after that, we kind of stacked up some great wins against some good teams. And you're just moving forward with that, and realizing what you did wrong, in that first half, and then, building on that, see what you did right in the second half, and then continuing to use those things, right or wrong, to propel you forward in the Big Ten, in the Big Ten conference. So I thought that was a big game for us, and it really helped us learn from mistakes and what we did well.
And did you see a different confidence level from the freshmen, or did maybe some of the veterans need a little bit of confidence boost with that game as well?
I mean, yeah, it's just frustrating when you're not winning on the road, and I mean you're not winning in general, but especially when you feel like there's certain games that you feel you should have won. There's a lot of those games early on the road that we kind of let slip and felt that we should have gotten. And yeah, I mean it's just confidence boost for everybody, young or old, it doesn't really matter. Just go, like I said, going into a tough opponent's arena and getting a win, and everybody kind of contributed that game, whether, it was, getting points, passing the ball, moving the ball, running our offense well, getting defensive stops, rebounding, just knowing personnel. I thought like Ethan that game did a great job coming in the first half, and I thought he gave us some good minutes, but people don't really recognize that or notice that. But those little things really helped us, and like I said, has been big for us moving forward.
All righty. Thank you.
Yep. Thank you.
Anyone else for Sasha? Tom?
Yeah, I've got a couple quick ones.
Yep.
Sasha, over the course of the weekend, after that Iowa game, coaches was talking about just having a real lack of energy coming out of the gate. And I know a handful of other coaches and such have said that through the course of the year, with no fans in the stands and just empty arenas and such. How difficult is it to be at your peak sort of emotionally and enthusiastically when a game starts? Has that been more difficult than you would have thought, or is it just not an issue?
I mean, you would like to say it's not an issue, but sometimes it can be. I think obviously there's just sometimes arenas, meant for 17,000 plus people. It's when you don't hear any sound, it's a little different, but yeah, you don't come out with energy in this league, you're going to get beat every single time. And, you're playing against a potential NCAA tournament team every single night that you go up against somebody. So, if you're not ready to go, if you don't bring the energy, if you're not with it from the jump, you don't really have a chance. So it's really important for us to just, fans or no fans, not like no energy, whatever in the arena, it doesn't really matter. You just got to kind of be ready and do your job.
And I asked Coach Painter earlier about the development of freshmen and sort of learning things, not only from good experiences but from bad as well. You as a junior and with so many freshmen on this team, is there a lot of talk between you guys and the freshmen too about the sort of the learning process, in between games and between practices and such?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, all the time. I think, in practices, games, even just whatever we can to help. I mean, we've, played at every Big Ten arena, played in some big games, whatever we could do to help. And, obviously being in your first year as a freshman, you're going up against, you're in, arguably the best conference in the country, and you're playing against really, really good teams every night. So it's going to be a difficult task. But, I think each of the freshmen have really stepped up and embraced this challenge and given themselves a great opportunity to have success early on in this league. And, they, like I said, they've done a good job, and, just continue to move forward and get better every day, and, give us some major boost in whatever offensively, defensively, whatever it may be. And they've done, like I said, they've done a good job.